there's a big country.
It is indeed.
And hard on the feet.
That's because they're coming in contact with too much of it. It's time we gave them a break.
Just like life, isn't it?
What is?
Passing us by without as much as a tip of the hat.
You have something there. How long is it since you and I entered into partnership, Willie?
Oh, about 5 years.
Time we decided the purpose of it all.
What, life?
No, I'm not that ambitious. Just partnership.
Oh.
For 5 years now, we've done nothing but talk about it.
Oh, there's worse ways of passing the time. Besides, we haven't been inactive, at least, except in the conventional sense. We've seen a whole lot of the world.
We've done that all right.
On foot.
Bumming rides.
Unofficial guests of most of the railroad systems in the civilized world.
It may have been uncomfortable at times.
Yeah, but it was never dull.
Never.
You know something, Joseph?
I have a smattering of knowledge on most subjects. Were you referring to something in particular?
Yeah, I was referring to my feet. They're killing me.
Well, then why don't we find a place to sit down?
Good idea.
That looks interesting.
I'd say that fella out there's a profound optimist, Captain.
Undoubtedly. The day's too bright. The fish will see him a mile off.
Any fish that sees him and doesn't examine every fly in the neighborhood with particular suspicion is just a plain, dang fool.
Would he be the owner of that handsome vehicle?
Could be.
Let's take a look at it.
Huh?
Fast, by the look of her.
Oh, I'd say so. Of course, you being an old seafaring man would know about that. Do you think that fella out there would mind if we sat in her for a bit?
Why should he?
He wouldn't know anyhow. He'd be out there paddling that river for a couple of hours at least. What? After you, Captain. Be a cigar lighter in this vehicle?
Try one of the knobs on the control panel.
Remarkable.
No, leave it. I prefer it this way.
Oh.
The wrong one.
Ingenious. You can't close it, though. You gotta go outside and do it by hand.
I'd say that's a rather ungracious complaint in the circumstances.
Eureka, as that fellow, what's his name, said.
got trouble, sir?
Oh, yeah, as a matter of fact, I have. But it's my own fault. I shouldn't go near a piece of machinery. I haven't got the touch.
Can't you get her to start?
No. As a matter of strict truth, I can't. But that's a little beside the point.
Hey, Chub! Chub, here!
Wait a minute.
No, Chub's good at that sort of thing. He'll fix you up.
Well, I'm much obliged to you, son, but,
Trouble? Won't start. Oh, that's too bad. Let's have a look.
Well, don't go inside there, son. You'll get all dirty.
If you think this is dirty, you should see some of the old jalopies around here.
Beautiful.
Yeah, yeah, it's not bad. Not bad at all. I don't ask for much, just comfort and...
Well, can't I try the starter a couple times?
Starter. Yeah. Which is a starter?
Try the one on the left. It can't do much harm.
Yep, dead as a doornail. This could be a long job. Why don't you kids just go on? I'll stay and see what I can do.
Nothing we could do to help?
No, I don't think so. I just have to check over the fuses. If there's nothing there, I'll have to start stripping down the wire from the starting motors. Of course, it could be the solenoid. I might have to take that to pieces.
Sure sounds complicated. We leave it to you, Chub.
Goodbye now. So long. It was nice of you to try and help out, but we'll make out all right. Don't worry now.
Well, Chub's going to stay and fix it for you.
He is?
Sure.
Oh. No, I won't hear of it. Why, a little fellow like that out here in the wilderness?
It's only 2 miles to Indian River.
It is? Anyhow, he'll be late for his lunch.
Well, won't do him any harm. He eats too much. Don't you worry. He'll be okay.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Look, Chub's enjoying himself. Gets a kick out of taking things apart. Not very often he gets a swell job like this to work on. So why don't you just sit back and relax, okay?
Okay. I know when I'm beaten, son.
Well, so long then.
So long.
Why don't you drop by at Indian River when you're passing through, eh? My brother's the chief ranger. Might be glad to meet you.
Oh, well, I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Well, I'll be seeing you then.
So long. Look, I don't want to spoil his fun, but he'll have the whole vehicle dismembered underneath us before we know it's hit us.
I doubt it.
You have to get rid of him without hurting his feelings, of course.
Difficult. Anyhow, boys that age don't have much patience. In a little while, he'll go away of his own accord.
You mean we just sit back, close our eyes, and pretend he isn't there?
We could try that. It sometimes works.
Hi, Pete. Trouble?
There's a nice-looking convertible run out of steam a couple of miles down the highway. We left Chub trying to fix it, but you never know with Chub.
Who does it belong to?
Seems like a pretty nice guy. I guess he's a tycoon or something.
Okay, not much happening around here at the moment. I'll go and take a look. You want to come?
Yeah, sure. I just don't get it.
Joseph. Captain.
Refer to the mate. I'm off watch.
You're on dry land now. Waken up, you old sea dog, and take a look at that.
Police!
That's what I thought.
We've got to get out of this.
Oh, just sit back and pretend it isn't there. Sometimes it works.
This is no time for mockery. Come on, let's go.
Someone told you gentlemen are in trouble.
Yeah, I'm beginning to think so.
Well, that's too bad. Maybe I can help. Excuse me. Hi, Chub, what's the problem?
Time we moved on.
It's too late.
Just stroll. Quietly. Admire the countryside.
He'll be after us like a terrier.
We've done nothing.
Oh, he's a smart-looking character. He'll dream something up.
Like what?
Well, how should I know? Like vagrancy or something like that.
We have visible means of support.
Visible? Yeah, in a good light if you look close enough.
This is no time to give way to despair. Let's go, but not too fast. There are shoals all around us. Ring down to the engine room for half speed ahead, and keep a sharp lookout for broken water.
Well, I can't see anything wrong. Mike, turn her over a couple of times, will you?
No keys.
Hey, come back!
You took the keys with you.
Keys?
Yeah, the ignition keys. I just want to try her. Seems okay to me.
Oh, keys, yeah. What happened to them? Didn't I give them to you?
You did not. What would I be doing with the keys sitting in the back seat?
Well, who else could I give them to? There was no one else around, was there?
That's true. I was right. It wasn't a fish.
What wasn't?
When we were leaning on the bridge, a splash, remember? A trout, says you. Never, says I. No trout ever leapt like that. Isn't that true now?
Go on.
The keys. I had them in my hand. That's the last I remember of them.
That's great. That's just great.
So, no keys?
No keys.
I'm afraid we're putting you to a lot of trouble.
Well, it's a pleasure. I'll put in the jumper wire, short-circuit the ignition switch, and get you moving. Then we'll get the gas station at Indian River to fit a new switch, okay?
We're in your hands entirely, officer.
So, you'll never let me catch you kids doing this.
Is it against the law?
Sure is. You can get arrested for it.
He drives ahead with the children. We follow behind. The moment he rounds a bend, we stop, beat it into the bush away from this $15,000 incubus.
I'm right with you.
Do you mind if we ride back with you, sir?
No. I'd be delighted. He drives in front with the children, see.
Well, how was I to know?
One of these days, one of us is going to get this partnership into trouble.
My last voyage? Well, I had a slight misfortune there. We were Suez bound out of Liverpool. Cruising along the North African coast, we came upon a small island off Cape Bon, I think it was, somewhat suddenly. I was on the bridge at the time. By some unfortunate mischance, I happened to be looking the other way.
What happened?
Several things. I don't remember precisely in what order. But in about half an hour, there was nothing left but some oil slick and a few bits of deck gear floating around.
She went down?
She went down.
Tough for you, sir.
Oh, I don't know. 40 years at sea, and I hated every moment of it. In a way, it was a happy release.
Well, she's waiting for you.
That's fine. You'll never know what you've done for us.
I'm glad to help. The bill from the gas station. Might save you a little time if you'd like to leave the money with me.
$10. Well, that's not very much. What do you know? I've left my wallet in the glove compartment in the car. Joseph, do you have $10?
In the glove compartment, too. You thought it would be safer, remember?
So I did. And the key's at the bottom of the river.
Well, if we can't stake you for $10, wouldn't say much for Indian River.
Oh, no. We wouldn't hear about that.
Well, could drop a check in the mail.
So I could. I could indeed.
It'd be a long drop.
I don't get it.
Precisely.
Don't pay any attention to him, officer.
Well, I hope to see you again sometime.
Oh, I doubt that. I have a feeling we won't be around this way again. But you never know. So long.
Bye.
Thank you very much.
Time we were away.
How about some grub? Come to the fort and we'll fix you something.
We never eat at this time of day.
Some coffee.
No thanks, some other time. You've been wonderful, just wonderful. I never seen such hospitality.
Well, that's fine.
Well, goodbye now. Time presses.
And we have a problem to dispose of.
Okay, so long.
So long.
Inside. Quick, let's get out of this. No, not that one.
Stop that noise! I can't stop the noise. Can't you see it's stuck?
Well, pull out the wires or something.
Can't find any. There don't seem to be any
They're
wires.
bound to be. Don't you know anything about the principles of electricity?
This is no time to be talking about principles.
All we need now is a brass band.
Hey, hold it.
I wonder if you'd mind giving Gaby a lift as far as Uncle Raoul's place.
You see, he's run out of tobacco, and it's only a couple of miles off the highway.
Sit beside the helmsman, my darling, but don't talk to him. At the best of times, he's a little inclined to navigate with his tongue between his teeth.
Hi, Uncle Raoul.
Hello.
I'd like you to meet Captain Kearney and Mr. Quinn.
Huh?
How do you do?
Enchanté, monsieur. Enchanté.
They brought me here with your tobacco.
Oh, how kind.
And their beautiful car. Isn't it wonderful?
Ooh, superbe. Ah. Yeah, it's nice. But for myself... that's right. It's all a matter of taste. We were thinking of getting rid of this. In 10 years' time, what will remain? Quite right. A load of junk. Whereas... exactly. But they don't make them like that nowadays. May I offer you a little, well, thanks all the same, but, not when I'm driving.
Besides, time we moved on. Business, you understand.
Of course, as you please.
Yeah. See?
Uncle Raoul, you're pretty good at fixing cars.
Of course. But I'm not familiar with this one. It would take some time.
I was thinking, if they like your cars so much,
why not? I never did like this one anyhow. Which way, Captain?
Hard to starboard, my boy, and full speed ahead.
Gas? Looks like it.
Where are we? Willie.
Hmm?
Didn't I say starboard when we got to the highway?
Yeah, that's right. Left.
Starboard is to the right.
It was left on all the ships I've been on.
Well, then they were very peculiar ships. Will you take a look at that?
Uh-oh. Oh, that's bad. What do we do now?
Walk quietly away, admire the countryside, and hope for the best.
There's a posse after you,
On the whole, I'm not surprised.
and it's all our fault.
Oh, don't mention it, my boy. The fortunes of war.
You've got to lie low for a few days.
But where, precisely? The universe is very large and cold.
Follow me. I've got a great place. You'll be safe there.
You know what this reminds me of, Willie?
Oh, I can recall a great many occasions.
I was thinking of the time we crossed the Libyan desert with the camel caravan. Let me tell you all about it. You see...
Ah, bon. At that, we have found you.
Easy now. We can explain everything.
It was all a terrible mistake.
My dear friends, how can I thank you?
That car was stolen.
It was an error of judgment, officer.
Sure.
Let me explain.
No, let me. We've got the guy. Seems a bit of a crackpot. Just picked up the car to go for a day's fishing. The insurance company have offered a reward of $500 for its recovery.
So, we split it 3 ways. Half to me, half to you. Ça va?
That appears to me to be eminently just, Willie.
I would say so. In the circumstances,